Every Libra full moon carries the same beautiful energy of balance, of harmony, of truth, but here's what most people don't realize. It doesn't land the same way for everybody. It can land completely different in your life depending on your own personal natal chart. So once you know which house Libra rules in your chart, everything about this full moon starts to make sense. Things that you have been feeling, the situations that have been coming up, the areas of life suddenly demanding all your attention, it can click all into place. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 12 houses so you can find out where this full moon is activating in your life. Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome back to Joyshire Haven. I'm your holistic bestie, and I'm here to guide you for this deep dive on the full moon in Libra. If you haven't watched my main full moon in Libra video yet, I will link it here, I will link it below, and then you could go over that one because it covers all about like the crystals and the herbs and intentions, and also a guided meditation. So this video is a deeper layer, and this is for the astrology lovers that want to understand this full moon and how it's personally speaking to them through their natal chart. So let's get into it. How to find your Libra house. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is have your natal chart. So if you don't have one yet, it's completely free to generate one. There's lots of different websites there like astro.com or time passages. All you need is your birth date, your birth location, and ideally your birth time. Your birth time is really important for accurate house placements. Once you have your chart open, you want to look for one thing, and this is the symbol for Libra. And then you find the house that this symbol sits in. That house is your personal portal for every full moon in Libra. So this is the area in your life and the energy that is always activating every single time the full moon rises in Libra. So let me walk you through what it means for each house, and then you can find yours. So I'll put timestamps below so you can find your house. Libra in the first house. If Libra sits in your first house, then every full moon it is shining directly on you, and this is your identity, and this is your physical appearance. This is how you show up in the world and how others perceive you. This is really deep personal energy, and you may start feeling like you are more visible than usual, more emotionally sensitive about how you come across, and feeling a really strong pull to reinvent or redefine how you present in the world. So this first house is the house of self. So this full moon is asking you, how are you showing up? Are you showing up as your most authentic, balanced self? Are you honoring who you truly are, or are you sinking and shrinking to keep the peace with others? Libra here wants you to embody beauty, authenticity, and this is a real invitation for you to step fully and unapologetically into yourself. Libra in the second house. Libra in your second house means this full moon is activating relationships with money, self-worth, values, material security. The second house is all about what you have and what you value. Libra brings up the question of balance in those areas. Are you financially balanced? Are you earning and spending in a way that reflects your true values? Or more importantly, do you truly believe you are worth receiving abundance? So this full moon may bring a financial matter to a peak or to a turning point. You also might activate a deeper awakening around your own sense of worthiness. Venus rules both Libra and the themes of the second house. So this is a really powerful placement for doing self-worth work and calling in more abundance and more balance in relationships with money. Libra in the third house. So with Libra in your third house, this full moon lights up your communication, your local community, siblings, the way that you think or express yourself. The third house rules how we speak and write or teach or connect with people immediately around us. So Libra here brings the focus on whether those communications are balanced, are fair, are graceful, and you may find that important conversations reach a turning point under this moon. Something that has been needed to be said might be finally coming to the surface, or you may feel a strong creative urge to write or to speak or to share something really meaningful. If you're a writer or a teacher, content creator, anybody who communicates for a living, this moon is especially significant for you. So you can ask yourself, am I speaking my truth? Both Libra in the fourth house. So Libra in the fourth house means this full moon is activating your home. This is your roots, your emotional foundations. The fourth house is your most private and tender part of the chart. This is where we feel safe, where we rest, where our deepest emotional patterns live. And the full moon here can feel really intimate and sometimes emotional. You may feel more called to create harmony in your home environment, perhaps to cleanse your space, rearrange it, or simply slow down and be more present at home. Family dynamics may also come to the surface for healing or resolution, and there might be deep ancestral healing qualities to this placement, old family patterns around love, balance, relationships that might be ready to be acknowledged or released. This full moon might be asking, does your home truly feel like a sanctuary? And does my family relationships feel balanced and loving? Libra in the fifth house. So this is one of my favorite placements for this is one of my favorite places for the full moon in Libra, because the fifth house is the house of creativity, of romance, of joy, of children, of play. So when the full moon rises in your fifth, it is illuminating everything that makes your heart sing. So creative projects might reach a beautiful peak or breakthrough in this moment. Romantic energy is heightened. Existing relationships could deepen. New connections may feel faded or electric. This is a powerful full moon for anybody who works creatively, like artists, musicians, writers. You might be working, you might be ready for something to be birthed into the world. The fifth house asks us to remember how to play, how to create pure joy, and just let love in. So Libra here makes everything feel more beautiful and aligned, and a creative dream that has been quietly waiting for you to believe in it might show itself to you. So this moon is really your green light. Libra in the sixth house. The sixth house brings this full moon energy into your daily routines. So this is your physical health, your work environment, how you take care of yourself from day to day. The sixth house is all about the small daily choices that add up to our overall well-being. So Libra here is really asking us whether those daily choices are actually balanced and nourishing. Is your health routine serving you, or are you depleting by doing what you're doing? Is your work environment harmonious? Are you giving as much care to your body and daily rituals as you give to everybody else around you? This full moon may bring a health matter to your attention, or an active, strong desire to overhaul your daily routines and create something more intentional and balanced. And for those of us that are on a holistic wellness path, I know most of you are if you're watching this, this is a powerful moon to recommit to the practices that truly nourish you and your daily rituals. No matter, your daily rituals matter more than you know. So Libra in the seventh house, if Libra sits in your seventh house, this is Libra's natural home. So the seventh house is the house of partnerships and commitment and committed relationships and one-on-one connections. So the full moon here is one of the most powerful relationship full moons you can experience. So everything in your closest relationships could be illuminated right now. Romantic partnerships, close friendships are all coming into focus and being asked to take a look at them honestly and in truth. And something that is a key in any relationship may be reaching a significant turning point under this moon. It could be deepening a commitment, a beautiful new level of intimacy and understanding. Or it could be a moment that you maybe acknowledge that the relationship is out of balance and it needs honest attention. So the seventh house rules open enemies also, and legal matters or contracts. So anything involving another person may also come to a head. So the question with this full moon is, in your seventh house, is simple and powerful. Your most important relationships, truly, are they balanced? And are you giving and receiving in equal measure? Libra in the eighth house. Libra in the eighth house is one of the more deeper and transformative placements for this moon. The eighth house rules shared resources, deep intimacy, transformation, shadow work, all the things that maybe aren't that easy to talk about. The full moon here is not, it's not like a surface level thing. It is asking you to go deep into your shadows, into your wounds, into trust and vulnerability, into patterns around shared money, power in your closest relationships, old wounds around betrayal, abandonment, intimacy, or financial dependency with others may surface under this full moon. So it could feel intense, but there's profound healing with this moon, and whatever comes up is ready to be released and looked at. So this the eighth house also rules inheritance, joint finances, and other people's money. So practical matters in these areas may come to a peak, and this full moon is asking, what am I ready to transform? What shadow am I finally ready to bring into the light? Libra in the ninth house. So when Libra is in your ninth house, this full moon is activating your beliefs, your philosophy, your hunger for growth with relationships, higher learning, and your connection to the wider world. The ninth house is the house of expansion and travel and higher education, spirituality, and all of the big questions about life. Libra here brings a focus into whether your current beliefs and worldviews are aligned with who you are becoming. So you might feel a strong pull to study something new, to write, to travel, to publish something, or to question some belief systems that you've outgrown. This is a powerful moon for anybody on a spiritual path. Libra's energy of seeking truth and beauty sits really beautifully in this house of higher wisdom. So you can ask yourself, am I still growing? Am I allowing my beliefs to evolve? Is there a bigger world waiting for me to say yes to it? Libra in the 10th house. So Libra in the 10th house brings this full moon energy into your career, and this is your public reputation, how you're seen by the world. The 10th house is the most public part of your chart. This is your legacy, your professional identity, and the mark that you are here to leave on the world. And a full moon here can feel very visible, very significant. Something in your career or your public life might be reaching a peak or a turning point. Recognizing that there could be a professional decision that might finally need to be made, or you might feel a deep reckoning with whether you are on the current career path that is truly aligned with your values or your sense of purpose as well. Libra here asks, how am I showing up in my professional life with integrity and grace and authenticity? So this is my public self image, and how does it balance with my private self? This is a powerful full moon for anybody building a brand or a business or a public platform. Your work is being seen, and make sure it reflects who you truly are. Libra in the 11th house. So Libra in your 11th house, this is the full moon shining on your community and friendship and social circles, your hopes and your dreams and your sense of belonging. The 11th house is all about the wider world beyond our intimate relationships, our tribes, our audiences, our visions for the future. Libra here asks whether those connections are truly balanced and nourishing and aligned with our values. You may feel called to evaluate your friendships. Are they reciprocal? Are the communities that you belong to truly aligned with who you are becoming? Are there some connections that have run their course and are and are they ready to be released? This is a powerful house for anybody building a community or an audience, because the 11th house rules groups, and a group rules the collective connection. So your community is highlighted under this full moon, and then you can ask yourself, do I truly feel seen and valued in my social world, or am I showing up the way I do for others, the way I do for me? So Libra in the 12th house, and finally the Libra sits in your 12th house, and this is the most inward and spiritual placement of all. The 12th house is the house of the subconscious and hidden patterns, spiritual growth, solitude, and the unseen. It is the most mystical part of our chart, and the full moon here is an invitation to go deeply inward. So you might not feel this full moon really external. Instead, it really works quietly beneath the surface and in your subconscious, in your dreams, in your intuition, and in the subtle feelings that you might have rising up from your subconscious that are waiting to be acknowledged. There might be some hidden matters that come to light under this moon, patterns that you've been carrying on in your unconscious about love, relationships, self-worth. They suddenly might be visible so that you can finally heal them. This is a deeply spiritual full moon placement. Rest more than usual, journal, meditate, and pay attention to your dreams. Spend time in nature, and just let the healing happen. The 12th house asks us to surrender, and sometimes the surrendering is the most powerful thing that we can do. Did you find your house? And I hope something landed for you as I was speaking. I love doing this work because it reminds us through astrology that it's not just something that is happening out there in the sky. It's so deeply personal and intimate and completely unique to all of us and to your chart. So drop a moon in the comments below, and I would love to hear how this moon has been for you, if there's been any intentions that you've been setting, and if anything resonated, please share that as well. If you haven't watched my main full moon in Libra video yet, the one with the crystals and the herbs and the ritual guide and the meditation, please go ahead and watch that. I'll link it below. And if you want to go even deeper with your astrology journey, you can come join me over in Patreon, where I go over monthly a little bit deeper, and I also do personal astrology readings. So please reach out. I would love to do a reading for you. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.